Hi everyone, Angela Watson Robertson here. Today I want to talk to you about nutrition basics for managing chronic pain. So many people today really deal with chronic pain. Inflammation, which also known as pain, is something that many of us just have to kind of deal with, right? So many people when they meet me, they say, "Hey Angela, you look really young, you look really healthy." But the truth is that I also have dealt with chronic pain a lot of my life. I had issues related to endometriosis that were undiagnosed for, probably over 20 years. And so now that I know that I have endometriosis, I'm constantly researching and looking for supplements and nutrition guidelines that might help me manage pain. I also work a lot with clients who have chronic pain for various reasons. Maybe they have an injury that they're still kind of nursing or taking care of. Maybe it's an old injury that's healed but still gives them some problems. Maybe it's just as they age, their body is changing, they're having joint pain, knee pain, that type of thing. The bottom line is there could be lots of reasons why you experience pain. Maybe you have migraine headaches, maybe you have some other type of condition. But it doesn't matter really exactly why, although sometimes it can be helpful to get a diagnosis. The bottom line is once we know we have a lot of inflammation in our body, once we know that we have pain and we see, hey, this is chronic, it's great to empower ourselves to come up with how we can feel better each day. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you may never have a day of pain in your life in the future, but at least you can use things like nutrition and supplementation to help you live your best life and improve your quality of life. So I wrote an article recently for Evolving Magazine, which is a local print magazine that's in Kansas City, Missouri, and I wrote it on this topic, and I thought it'd be really great to make a video for you guys as well. So I'm going to dive in here. So first of all, when I talk about nutrition basics for chronic pain, the first thing I'm going to look at, I'm a nutrition health coach, first thing I'm going to look at is diet. So I recommend to all of my clients, but especially clients that have any kind of significant inflammation or pain in their body, I recommend that they follow as close as they can to an anti-inflammatory diet. This diet is often considered an integrative approach to pain management, along with lifestyle medicine like exercise, stress management, and alternative therapies like acupuncture, which I promote all of those, and I have used all of those in my own healing and health journey. But inflammation is a natural process in the body and it defends against disease, so we need some level of inflammation in our body. However, if you have chronic inflammation, that can also lead to things like heart disease, strokes, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and then even depression, or all of the other conditions that you could email me and tell me that you're dealing with. Inflammation is connected to those. So I'm constantly looking at how can we improve inflammation? How can we reduce pain in our lives and thus feel better and be happier in our lives? So an anti-inflammatory diet is something you could find a lot of information on your own. If you just do a simple Google search and type in anti-inflammatory diet, you'll find lots of books written by lots of experts about it that you can research. You can also reach out to me if you want to set up a consult and become a client. I can work with you on how to live this way and follow an anti-inflammatory diet. Email me, angela@angelawatsonrobertson.com, or you can connect with me through my website at angelawatsonrobertson.com, and I can connect with you and help you along with this. But there's lots of, this is kind of a, going down a rabbit hole, but I'm going to just try to give you a really brief overview of the diet piece and then also the supplements. So the anti-inflammatory diet, in general, it involves avoiding all processed foods and meats and increasing nutrient-dense plant foods. So what you want to do is anything that's in a box, anything that is packaged, you want to try to avoid those things. So maybe sometimes produce now is packaged at grocery stores, maybe broccoli comes in a bag. So I'm not necessarily talking about those products. I'm talking about, the middle of the grocery store aisle, all of the cereals and packaged things and packaged pastas and all of that. We want to try to avoid that as much as we can, all of those processed foods. And then what we want to do is increase all of the nutrient-dense plant foods. So the idea is to replace all the sugary, refined foods with whole nutrient-rich foods. So instead of eating a lot of, maybe it's TV dinners or other frozen and prepackaged